Alright, hey guys, what's up? This is a Harpie deck profile on the new ban list. First off, I'm just going to start with the monsters. Alright, I run three Harpie Lady ones just for the attack boost. I don't like to run Cyber Harpie Lady because she's alright for a beater and all, but I prefer the boost from the three ladies. One Harpie Pet Dragon because Chandler level 7 plays. Three Harpie Queens just to discard, get Hunting Ground, and if you Hysteric Party her out of the grave, she's a pretty good 19 beater. Three Harpie Harpist. This card's your searcher. It's easy to get in the graveyard for when you do your rank 4 plays or whatever, detach, get to search, and plus it's got a pretty good bounce effect if you have to use that. I only run two dancers just because when you have Hunting Ground out, you could summon it, pop a card, bring it back, then pop another card, or summon another Harpie card that would help you. I keep it at two in case get a little cloggy. It's not very powerful, so yeah. I run three Chandler because she's good. Summon her, discard a Harpie card, special summon any other Harpie card, whether it is Dragon for level 7s, or if you've already used Dragon, get Harpist to do R4 play, detach Harpist, and then search with that. One Summoner Monk, help with a little consistency, because this deck tends to have a little bit of inconsistency problems. And then one Maxi to help with consistency. Alright, that's it for the monsters. Next will be the trap cards. One Magic Hats, just because when you flip this, target your Harpie card that's getting attacked, and then you can bring out Hysteric Sign as one of the spells or traps that you use for its effect, and then at the end phase, when they go to the graveyard, you get the Sign's effect to stack your hand. Three Hysteric Parties, because it's the biggest floodgate in the deck. If you activate this and you got over 5 Harpies in the grave, most likely you're probably gonna OTK or most likely win. Two Fiendish Chain to prevent your opponent from using monster effects and attacking. Two Grand Horns to prevent your opponent from special summoning, and it just kind of slows them down for that turn, so you don't have to worry about them spitting anything out too big. One Breakthrough Skill just to negate the monster effect if you have to. One Bottomless just for those pendulum decks and just because it's bottomless. One Compulse because it's really good. Opponent summons something you don't like, just bounce it back.
Run that in like every deck.
Yep. One Drowning Mirror, or I only have one Drowning Mirror Force. If I had more, I'd probably put it at 2, but Drowning Mirror Force just because it's too good, because you can't spit out your Harpies or you don't have anything. You just shuffle everything back. It's really good against pendulum decks, so you don't have to worry about them going to the extra deck. They just go straight to the deck, and you pretty much don't have to worry about them for a while. And then one Time Space for those pendulum decks again. It's pretty good. Sure, it's going to cost up to between 1,000 to 5,000 life points, but if you're doing good, it'll probably be worth it in the end. And that's all I run for traps. Alright, next are the spells. Three Hysteric Signs. This card's too good not to run. Get it in your graveyard. Get 3 Harpie cards with different names. Load your hand up. Or activate it to dig out the Egotist. Helps make more plays. One Raigeki, because it's Raigeki. 1 Twin Twisters, because in case you don't have a hunting ground out, it's just kind of nice to get rid of your opponent's pendulum zones or any back row that you're a little uncertainty about and you don't have the ability to pop the back row. 1 Egotist, because you can dig this out with Hysteric Sign, and if you can, I don't like to run it at 3 or 2 because it can get really inconsistent or cloggy, and keeping it at 1's just fine because you can dig it out with Hysteric Sign. 3 Hunting Ground, because it's Hunting Ground and summon a Harpie, pop your opponent's back row. This card is ultimate back row control, so you don't have to worry about your opponent's back row. And then 1 Upstart to help with consistency. And that's it for the main deck. Going into the extra deck next. Two Lightning Chidori, I like it at 2. 3 to be a little much. It's just too good not to use in this deck. XYZ summon it. Send one of your opponent's set cards to the bottom of the deck. You can detach, and put your opponent in a huge loop. It's a great card to use. Harpie, Pet Phantasmal Dragon, I like this card because if you get it, you can attack your opponent directly with it, and your opponent can't do anything to any of your Harpies, even this card. And plus, if this card's on the field and you have 2 channelers out in the field, both those channelers become level 7s, and you could make level 7 plays just off 2 channelers because it's a dragon. 1 Draco Set, I like to use Draco Set because Draco Set, get it on the field, detach, summon the 2 tokens. If your opponent's got something you can't get over, just tribute the token and blow up the card. And plus, it's pretty much invincible while there's tokens on the field for most card effects that try to destroy it. Trapix Rafflesia, I rarely go into this, but I like to have it in here just for the whole cards I have. I have some in the side deck. It's just good. Detach if you meet the requirements and activate whatever whole card that is, and plus it's got 2,500 defense points. Silent Honor, you gotta use this card. If your opponent's got something big out and you've already used all your Chidoris or you Sunriver Monk, this card's good. Just take your opponent's stuff. Master of Blades, I rarely go in this card, but it depends on the deck I'm playing. If it likes to target a lot, then I go into this because I can just negate and have them destroy themselves with this card. Ragna Zero, for if you're playing against a deck like Despots that like to not have their original attack points, it's a great card to use. For any deck that doesn't like to have its original attack points, I'll use that. Plus for draw power. Gaga Cowboy, for those finishing moves, opponent's a little under 800 and you can make this, then yeah, go into it. Abyss Dweller, for things like Cosmos or whatever likes to go off into the graveyard, just shut it down with this. Castell, for when you're out of Chidoris or you use Summoner Monk to go into this, use it, pop your opponent's stuff back, or if you want to, flip it into defense and then go into Chidori if you have more Chidoris just to set it down. Dark Rebellion Dragon, opponent's got something big and you want major attack points, it's a great card to go into. Big Eyes, I go into this when my opponent's got something big, just spit it out, detach, take your opponent's big monster and just beat them up with it. It's pretty fun to do. Steel Swarm Roach, playing against things that like the new Blue Eyes or Cosmos, just they try to summon that, just detach and then destroy it. Black Ship Accord, it's kind of, I like to use this card, detach, target one of your opponent's monsters, just destroy it, and then you burn them for 1,000. Sure, you can't attack the turn this card's used, but it's still a nice card to use, go into. Okay, that's it for the extra deck. Go into the side deck real quick. I keep One-Dimensional Prison in case my opponent likes to just, I can't stand up and I need more banishing power. It's nice to use. Another breakthrough skill in case the opponent likes to spam monster effects and I need more negating effects. Just put in another one of these. 2 Mask of Restricts for those Monarch players out there. It's pretty nice to use if you're able to use it if it doesn't get destroyed right away. Chaos Trap Hole if you're playing against like Phantom Knights, Burning Abyss, Light Sworns. It's a great card to use. Dark Hole, in case you need more destructive power, opponent keeps flooding out too much, or if you just want to destroy everything. 2, Mistaken Arrest, if you're playing against like those Draco pals or whatever that likes to search a lot, just pop this and they can't do anything till the end of the next turn. 1, Shared Ride, in case they like to just add stuff and then you get the draw with them. 1, Mind Crush, if you know what your opponent's running for sure, it helps close their hand down a little bit. 1, Icarus Attack. I don't ever main this because it's okay. Sometimes gets a little cloggy if you don't have the Harpies out and you'd rather go into a Harpie card. Torrential, it's a great card to have in there. More destructive power. Opponent floods you too much, just pop it, use it, destroy everything. Another Magic Hats in case you keep breaking and you want to get more hysteric sign play quicker. And then 1 Forbidden Chalice, just to negate if you're playing against a deck that likes to use a ton of monster effects, just use this and it could shut down any play real quick. Alright, thanks guys.
Alright, that's it for the Harpie deck in our group. We will soon, we know lots of deck profiles have been out, but we will start doing deck versus each other, so we'll be doing that soon. And click like if you liked our videos and subscribe. Bye.